Well, hello and welcome to Dumbest Damn Chief Show, period. I'm Pat.
I'm Matt.
Spin dip.
Guys, we're sitting really close to each other.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
In a
first
COVID world, let's sit closer.
Yeah. How's it going?
Good.
Good. Delta variant free? Good?
Yeah, hopefully.
That we know of. Not much longer if any of us isn't.
We'll
Right.
see after tonight.
Yeah. We've never done this on video before.
No, it's weird.
So we're going to try to do it on video. How
Yeah.
do you feel? Do you have feelings?
I want a microphone.
Yeah, and I
You feel
don't
naked
have
without one?
headphones on. It feels weird. Yeah.
Are you self-conscious about how you look right now?
No.
I am a little.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I might look hot. Like,
Well, you
not
are
good looking,
because you are
but
hot.
hot.
Yeah.
So,
The proximity, would you say, plays a factor?
a little bit, yeah. We had a 4 or a 2-on-2 game.
You're not looking me in the eye at all. It's starting to freak me out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, because we're so close. It's because we're so close.
Well, let's just struggle through this, Howie. The Chiefs season. It's Chiefs season almost.
Yeah.
There's a preseason game Saturday. So that's cool. What do you think about that?
I mean, preseason, it is what it is. I'm not.
Yeah.
It seems-
First preseason game's got to be the dumbest thing.
You're not
I've ever
excited
seen.
about the Niners-Chiefs game Saturday?
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm excited for like stupid geeky reasons, but yeah.
Shouldn't we talk about a better question, which is, do you think Mahomes should play in preseason at all?
Yeah, he should play
Yeah.
some. Of course.
He's going to get a series or two
Yeah.
Saturday.
You
I
don't
have no
think
idea how much he
protect
should
your
play.
investment, leave him alone. He's
Well,
going to
yeah,
be
but
fine.
he's also got to be ready for the season.
Yeah.
Like, there's an
No, yeah,
element
okay.
of getting into the team has to play.
Getting
a
into
little bit.
shape.
I don't know if you watched the Olympics, but Team USA, they had a couple less weeks of practice. They weren't very good in the opening rounds. By the end of it, they were pretty good. There's some continuity that you need to do it for.
Okay.
Yeah, and he'll want to.
Yeah, like he likes to play football.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
He's a competitor. I get
Yeah,
it.
so he'll play a little bit. I like that it's only three games this year because it doesn't
For
seem
sure.
like, oh, there's a preseason game Saturday. I don't have to sit through 4 of these fucking things. There'll be a game eventually.
I
Yeah.
think 2 would be the perfect number.
Yeah,
3's weird. 4's too many. 2.
yeah. 2 or 1 or none.
Hey, we're
that
going.
0
We're
would
on
be
the
cool.
right track.
Because they do the training camp scrimmages anyways. They could do
Yeah.
that shit
Yeah. Well, no, the Chiefs don't scrimmage.
anymore.
No.
They've never done that under Andy Reid.
I was He didn't when he was
listening
in Philly.
Really? That was the best back in River Falls days?
Yeah.
You invite the Vikings over from Mankato, getting a couple of head slap matches out there.
Yeah.
You have Kyle Turley and
Did you? Speaking of head slap matches, did you hear about the Giants?
No.
Their New England Patriot disciple coach.
oh, is this the dude that's doing fucking up downs?
Well, they got into a huge fight, and their quarterback was at the bottom of the pile.
Wait, is this
And
the
he
guy
got
who got hit in the
pissed.
head?
Huh?
Wasn't there a guy? who
It
got-
was the Giants. It was Daniel Jones. It was at the bottom of this huge melee,
Oh, okay.
and he's got the red jersey on, and the coach got fucking
And
really
the lead singer of
mad.
Hanson's at the bottom.
Right. Yep.
And as your coach would get mad.
Yeah. And so they were having to do. I mean, he sent everybody else home, and it was just him and the players, and everybody was like, man, I'd fucking. And then a couple guys quit.
Yeah.
So
Who quit?
a couple players were like, fuck this. This is stupid. I'm a grown ass man.
They quit the Giants.
You just
Yeah.
quit.
They just walked
professional-
away.
just
They
quit.
just yeah.
What?
They walked away. They were like, it's not like it wasn't, Saquon Barkley or anybody important, but it was just some dudes that were there, maybe trying out,
he was
were,
on top of the pile, Saquon. There's
Yeah.
no way he was at the
Yeah.
bottom of that pile.
That's true.
Yeah, he could bench. He could. What is it called? We squat. He could squat the pile.
Right. But anyway,
That's
yeah.
hilarious. But so that's not the same coach that I'm thinking of. Who's the big meathead coach? It's
Yeah,
the
that's
Bills
Dan.
coach.
That's the Campbell. Dan Campbell.
He's the Bills coach, right? Have you seen this guy?
No.
No, he's the Lions.
Lions coach.
What's-
That's right.
Yeah.
He's a football guy. He's what they call a
Big
football
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing up downs, which the funny thing is he's trying. It's like the first day of camp, and they're all doing up downs to warm up, and so he's doing them, but he's like 4 up downs behind.
The coach?
Yeah, so you can't
Okay.
even keep up at the same pace the players are. Then when they stop, he stops. If you're going to be the football guy head coach and do up downs to show how tough you are, you can't stop when they stop because you still owe like 4 up downs.
Right.
There's an amount you have to do, football guy.
Yeah.
What a wiener.
Oh God, that Stafford heard that guy's introductory press conference. It was like, get me the fuck out of here.
How How do you think being the tough guy football coach plays in today's NFL?
It's just the worst.
Don't they just make fun of you?
Yeah, it's the Lions. It's just the most Lions thing
So
to
you
ever
already
do.
suck, and then you have the football guy.
Yeah. And it was funny because like their coaching search was super. They like kind of a groundbreaking. They had some other people involved, and this was the asshole they came up with.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Lions fans.
It's
It
Bummer.
sucks to be you.
it's always sucked to be a Lions fan, to be fair.
But you think, hey, everybody's gone, new leaf, and they hire. I'm not going to wipe anybody's butts. There's no turds out here. I'm going to hire that guy. That's what he said.
That's what I'm not wiping anybody's butts. No turds.
No turds out here. I'm not wiping anybody's
There's
butts.
no pooping in football. Absolutely no pooping.
Yeah.
The amount of opiates everyone's hopped up on, no one's pooping in
Right.
an NFL locker room.
Yep.
0%
Lots
chance.
of constipation.
The franchise. You guys watched it? It's back.
I
Didn't
haven't
have it
seen
last
any.
season.
I haven't seen
No,
any.
but I told you I'm going to commit to this. I will watch it all so we can have a discussion about it.
Okay, well, here's the deal. We don't. It just. We got to consume content. It's harder than ever to consume content. Would you agree? Like in today's day and age.
Yeah.
Like, did you guys watch the fucking Olympics? You used to
No.
watch the Olympics. You just turn on NBC, and then it would just be a sport.
Well,
and
that's
then
kind
another
of
sport,
what
and then
it
another
was
sport.
doing.
But only if you had cable or
Right.
Hulu Live.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
If
I
you're
feel,
outside of those two circles, even if you had Hulu Live,
Really?
you had to jump into NBC.
I feel like I consume a lot of Chiefs content. This is the one thing I really haven't
Where do
watched.
you what do you watch?
Twitter.
Okay, you consume a lot of Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch if I see a link on Twitter, I usually hit it.
I used to Sports Talk Radio is where I used to get it, but I can't listen
No,
to that
Yeah, it's
hardly.
bad.
Not.
It's hard to listen to now. Like, did you notice that 810 has Kansas City Sports Network on KCSN?
No.
So like 810 will have like I don't know their names, but like the
Yeah.
the guys that were the Arrowhead Pride before they were KCSN.
One of them, who is it? Pete Sweeney.
Whoever those guys are,
Yes.
they'll have these guys on. And I'm like, can't you see? Like KCSN
Yeah.
is trying to dismantle
Right.
810. Like it's a direct competitor.
Yeah.
And then they'll pay to have those guys on as like,
Well, the one guy is engaged to Allie Trost,
Oh, yeah. Tom.
yeah, the Let It
Tom
Fly
Martin.
guy, yeah, who's
and
behind all
he's
of it.
he's the.
But I'm just like, why would 810 let them? It's like if you're a cable company letting
Right.
Netflix
Yeah.
advertise, but worse. You know what I mean? Like paying them to be on your. Anyways, beside the point.
Yep.
So I started listening to Mike DeVito and Jeff Allen's podcast.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get into that. But the franchise is back, and I think it's a must-watch piece
It's
of
good.
content for everybody.
Yeah.
It wasn't there last season. I've never religiously watched it, but I started
Neither.
watching some of the old ones, and like, if you're a Chiefs fan and you don't watch that, I feel like you're not really a Chiefs fan.
Yeah, they're as good as.
They're
Yeah,
hard
Hard
knocks
Knocks, yeah.
all year long,
Yeah.
and I feel like an idiot. Like I just said that, but then that would categorize me as not a Chiefs fan because I didn't know it existed.
Oh well, yeah,
Really?
whatever. I mean, I don't know. You don't have to consume everything online.
Yeah, that's fair. But this is the best one.
It's good. I like it. I saw some clips today. Mahomes doing some like soccer
The soccer
tricks.
stuff.
Oh yeah, for the upcoming one.
And it needs to stop being news when he makes a no-look pass in practice.
Every time he does it, it's
He does it every day.
on
Yeah.
Twitter.
And it's
Yeah.
like a race to see who can tweet
Yeah.
it first.
Well, the biggest news is every time he throws an interception, his arm is falling off and he can't be a quarterback
This is my
anymore.
favorite thing about Chiefs Twitter.
Yeah,
Orlando Brown's going to suck, you guys. He's having a
Because-
bad camp.
yeah.
Terrible camp.
Well, you know what's
It
interesting?
was bad.
Well, it's the flip side is Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith are already enshrined in Canton.
Right.
Well, did you see? So Jeff Schwartz tweeted about Orlando Brown,
What do you say?
and he was like, "Guys look bad in those all the time." He's like, "Most of the time they're trying to work on shit."
yeah.
And today, Teicher tweeted, Orlando Brown, when asked about not being very good today, was like, "I'm trying to work on things."
Yeah.
And so, but Teicher like worded it weird, and it sounded like Teicher was his news today. What Jeff Schwartz
Well,
said the day before.
What if there's a chance Orlando Brown isn't as good on the left side as he was on the right, and that like he's not as good as everybody expects?
I think that people are in for that wake up call at some
Yeah.
point.
Like
There's a reason the Ravens let him go. You don't let
he was the second best tackle on the Ravens.
What is he? 24? You like 24, 25, those guys don't ever become available.
Right.
And I don't care if your left tackle is a Hall of Famer or not. Like that kind of kid doesn't become available.
You're right, 100%. Unless there's some other,
Yeah.
So what do you think the reason is?
Well, he's not played on the left consistently. That's one thing, and that's not.
We got like 9-game sample.
Yeah, so they just liked the guy that they had. I think the left tackle was just better than him, he's demanding to play left tackle. So we were able to get him, and the entire league thinks they're an idiot to let him go. But we just haven't seen him do it week after week.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think
there's still
we don't
question
know
marks.
yet.
Yeah, there's still question marks. Like people are guys from the Draft Network site. They're tweeting about how crazy the rebuild of the offensive line is, and I'm like, man, they haven't played yet. They haven't played a game together yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I do think Creed Humphrey's going to be a fucking monster.
Okay, everybody wants to.
Yeah.
I want to.
I want to believe it.
I want to
man.
believe it so bad.
We haven't had Grunhard in a while. To me, Weigman was good, but he wasn't a character. Like he
wasn't a bulldozer either.
Yeah, he was a small, fast.
He was
guy.
a directional, fast blocker.
And so I'm really hoping that guy's back.
Well, and Trey Smith too. Like one of our last episodes, I talked about how I didn't. Everybody needs to pump the fucking brakes on Trey Smith,
Everybody's
but
talking about
apparently he's
him.
playing quite well.
Yep.
Chris Jones even has said, well, I mean, what do you do in that situation? Let's talk about that. Hey, Chris Jones, we got a standout rookie teammate of yours. Do you think he's been doing as well as everybody else thinks?
Yeah, he's coming out here every day. He's trying to get better. We're all just trying to get better.
Was he supposed to? No, he sucks.
Yeah, he's fucking Jesus.
Can't block me. Can't hold
person.
my jock. He sucks awful.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say in that scenario?
Yeah.
So that's kind of a throwaway thing. But everybody he's observing says he's amazing.
Well, he was he's got he had a ton of. He was the number one offensive line recruit in the country. He was a tackle. He started getting injuries, and I think his mentality is just better at guard. I think he wants to fucking run you over. And he's not super quick laterally.
Yeah.
And I mean, he just couldn't stay healthy. If he goes through college and he stays healthy, he's a first round guard potentially.
Yeah.
But
and
staying
the blood
healthy is
clot
hard,
thing, right? The blood clot thing was more.
Well, staying healthy is the hardest thing in the fucking world to do in the NFL.
Yeah. Well, one of the guys that he's going up against is Frank Clark. What's the update on? I literally don't know. I'm hoping you guys know something.
Sort of surprised.
Is everybody just assuming he's not going to miss any games?
There's no updates.
I think people are assuming he's going to miss at least 2.
Okay.
I heard, but
but
that was a while ago. I heard that, so.
I remember us thinking Tyreek Hill wasn't going to play either, and he made it through the entire fucking season. So.
And the allegation on him was worse.
So.
And then where are we at with is there? I guess this is. But is there nothing coming from the Andy Britt Reed? I haven't heard anything of that in months.
I haven't either. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Frank Clark, let's hope he's playing for the Chiefs, I guess.
I mean, I think you guys don't care.
Well, last time we thought there was a loophole.
You were done.
I am.
Oh, no, I'm hoping this is an excuse to get out of the contract.
But is anybody talking like that's realistic?
No.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
No, yeah. And not... Honestly, not just because, I mean, obviously, he just sucks. He's not any good.
He's not as good as he used to be. That's for damn sure.
Right. It makes
Matt, now that we're on video, he could be watching.
Yeah.
Do you want him to see you? We're not that far from Arrowhead. He could beat he could eat us alive.
Can you imagine what you would do to me if he was mad at me? Oh, my God. And we were in the same place?
That'd be a lot of fun to watch.
But, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. We got 6 games out of him, and we got 6 games out of him, and we won a Super Bowl.
Is this the last year of it, or is there one more after this?
No, I think there's at least one more.
I think so too.
I think
Wasn't it
there's
4 years?
It's either 4 or 5. He might have had an option there.
Okay.
Speaking of contracts, are we gonna honey badger any updates?
Dude, he tweets
is there any
cryptic
chance?
shit.
He does all the time.
Yeah.
And then people ask him questions, and he's like, "Well, what do you think people are gonna say?" When you tweet.
I mean, honestly, I think the Chiefs are doing the right thing.
The tweets that he's lacing out there are like what was one of the squeaky wheel gets the oil, but the guy who works hard does it. He's talking about Chris Jones, isn't he? Because Chris Jones was. I mean, who's he talking about?
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. I thought he was talking about himself.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about.
Well, he
himself.
played. He's right, but who
have
is
you
the
seen
other guy? Who's the squeaky wheel that got the contract? If he's the guy who's being humble and.
Oh, yeah, Tooney, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
I assume he was referring to some other defensive player who got a contract.
I just think he
extension.
feels slighted that I think he was like first team All Pro last year, and I think he feels like, what the fuck? You know, you're gonna pay me or
He
not?
always has the underdog mentality on Twitter.
Well, and they're making a huge deal that he's the first one out there every day.
Yes.
Who gives a shit?
I know, but
Mike
I'm
DeVito,
saying,
listen to their podcast. He's like, I was always the first. The only one who used to beat me out there was was the offensive line coach. Like Mike DeVito sucked.
yeah, it never helped him.
Yeah, being depracted. Like Rudy was the first guy in
Right.
practice.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but I mean, Honey Badger's controlling that message. Like that's what he wants out there.
Yeah.
If he wants a new deal, you know. I mean, I feel like the Chiefs
I
are
don't
being
think it's
realistic.
a priority
I
to
think
re-sign him.
I don't
Aging
either.
safety,
I don't either.
I don't think like
And he's my favorite fucking player.
either he signs a team-friendly deal or he can go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like that's the trick is if he's going to be this entire year, you need him to win the fucking Super Bowl, right? Like,
But if he's playing for a contract, he's got too much pride and shit. He's gonna ball out. So I think the Chiefs are just like, look, we'll see what happens. We'll see how much, because Orlando Brown's playing on a prove it deal.
Yeah.
It's a contract year for him. So like he needs to not suck.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't suck, Honey Badger's got to be. Well, I mean I don't know without looking at the numbers, but like I would suspect. If Orlando Brown's going to command left tackle money, it's going to be hard to sign Honey Badger. I would think.
I would think so too.
So,
Yeah.
but the Chiefs, from the Chiefs' standpoint, the Chiefs can just say, "Go play this year. If the kid's not as good as we think he is, then we'll fucking give you a sweetheart, like, coast into the sunset kind of contract."
Yeah. It's just going to be if you. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
But I think you said it best. Either take a team-friendly deal or bounce.
this is. We talked about all last
Our
year.
quarterback makes we paid him $500 million.
We have the best player in all of football. We need to win Super Bowls. Every single year is like the window
Yeah.
to win Super Bowls.
Yeah.
We're in that time frame. We talked about The Last Dance all last season, that's what's in these guys' fucking heads. God, I fucking hope that's what's in their heads. That mentality that
Yeah.
like we have to come back and re-earn it. Like that. I hope that's what's in their heads and their minds and their hearts. But like, how do you do that with a group of people if one of the most vocal leaders is on?
Yeah.
Like, that's just a dynamic that they're gonna have to fucking.
But
do.
I feel like Chris Jones is like as much of a alpha as Honey Badger is.
Chris Jones is a freak. Now that he's
Yeah.
gotten paid, now that he's playing I hope what lights a fire under his ass is the fact that he's playing D-end.
Yeah.
That's what you hope. Because he's wanted it. He's wanted to be a D-end. When he was getting franchised, he would have made more money as if he was categorized as a D-end. And I think he's a freak. Like, I think he's not John Randall or fucking Reggie White. But I think he could, like, he's gonna fist fuck people on the edge. Like, he's gonna walk tackles to the quarterback.
yeah. There's like some tackle, like this is the last thing dudes like Orlando Brown,
So-
but wanted to see.
If he turns into Chris motherfucker Jones again, like he was a couple of seasons coming out of Mississippi State,
Yeah.
trying to prove to the world that like his
Yeah.
dick didn't fit in his shorts at the combine for a reason,
Yeah, right.
and plays like that on the edge, then
Yeah.
we're gonna be fucking scary,
Oh, yeah.
regardless of Frank Clark.
Well, and the linebackers look good.
Nick Bolton, right? That's the
Yeah.
other guy everybody's got to
Yep.
chub over at.
Well, they should have a Chubb over him.
Well, he's
I
also
in
the
the asshole-
hometown guy, right?
I had the Will Franklin side by side, the Chiefs 8x10, the Mizzou 8x10,
Yeah.
both signed.
You got to
garbage now. I mean, fuck me.
Well, no.
Can
Listen.
we get one Mizzou player to be good or one Jayhawk? I'd even like a Jayhawk to be good.
Does that ever happen?
I wouldn't. I don't. I fucking no way.
We had Kevin Lockett. We had a Wildcat once.
I like K-State.
Yeah, go Emaw.
But I don't remember what I was going to say.
I don't fucking remember.
Any Mizzou player to be good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bolton. We're talking
Bolton.
about
I think Bolton's going to be solid. I don't
everybody
think.
thinks he's gonna be snatching interceptions.
Well, he had, but I think Bolton's going to be solid. I don't think he's going to be spectacular, but I think he's going to have a long Chiefs career because we're always going to be able to pay him slightly less than elite guys at that position.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, that keeps you on a team. I
Like
think
a
he'll be
Dirty
solid.
Dan.
Yeah.
Just keeps coming
yes.
back.
Yeah. I think that like Bolton, maybe like your ceiling is a little bit higher.
Yeah.
You know, but that's every down linebacker potentially.
Yeah. Who else is everybody freaking out about at camp?
Fortson again.
Yeah, apparently he put on 20 pounds of muscle and
To
is
play
just
tight end.
Tight
jacked.
end Jody Fortson.
Yeah, but
Yes.
this is the first year at where he's
Yeah.
solely taking reps there.
But wasn't there another? Who's the other tight end there?
Yeah, the guy they drafted, he had a tough day the other day.
Not Nick Keiser. They're not
No,
talking about
Noah
Nick. He
Gray.
just retired. Did you
Blake
see
Bell's
that
back.
shit?
We got Blake Bell too.
I saw that.
The Belldozer.
But did you see that Nick Keiser retired? So
Oh,
you don't even
God.
have to worry about the name this
And
year.
that was my question. Have you played long enough to retire?
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, you didn't retire.
You didn't fucking
You
retire.
quit.
You fucking quit.
You were the same. You were the Giants guy.
You're like, God, I really suck. I'm done.
Yep. God, man, people hated me.
Well,
I was
every time-
Neiman still here.
Yeah, every time you threw the ball, and we're like, why?
How
Why
is
that
Neiman
guy?
still
No,
here?
I'm just kidding. But like that's got to be what he's because everybody hates Neiman too.
Yeah, they do. I also like the other thing that it seems like everybody's talking about from training camp is they're mad that McCole Hardman's not Tyreek Hill.
Well,
Like
Wait.
he's small and fast. He's small and fast. Why can't he be that?
yeah.
Like they just fucking expect it.
All right.
Like McCole Hardman slipped in the draft not because he choked and beat someone, but because he wasn't as good.
Well, exactly.
Isn't
Well,
this
he
the
got
same
picked in the second round.
Thing
Well,
we've been
that's what I'm
talking
saying,
about
though. That's a
since
second
these
round-
two-
Huh?
Since this is the same thing we've been talking about with these two since he became
Yeah.
a chief.
Yeah.
He's not Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
He's never going to be.
So why is it?
I think
why
he
the
was.
comparison?
Yeah.
If you're that fucking fast and you go in the second round, there's a whole lot of other categories coaches found you deficient in.
He also has the unfortunate. The draft didn't work out very well for McCole Hardman because two guys went in the second round after him. I think both of them were after him. One of them, but DK Metcalf and AJ Brown were both second round picks.
Yeah.
And we definitely passed on Metcalf for Hardman, so that kind of blows.
Yeah.
But Pro Football Focus posted a thing with 4 players on it the other day and was like, "Who's most likely to have a bounce back season?" And
Bounce back.
yeah, Hardman was on it, and I was like, "What's he bouncing back to?
Yeah.
What the hell?"
When he was dropping passes? I
Yeah.
mean, what are we talking about?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know. The wide receiver position, I guess, is the biggest concern for. I mean, not biggest. Like the linebacker core, we're still waiting. People are excited about Bolton or whatever, but you also like, what is the new tackle going to do? What's the defensive line going to look like with Frank Clark? But the fucking wide receiver core for me is the biggest question mark.
I think so. I think so also.
I mean,
I think so also. Yeah, I think so too.
Garrett Dieter's back in the mix for
That
some
guy's
fucking
not
reason.
going away. If Patrick Mahomes likes you and wants you around, he clearly gets what he wants.
What do you? Is this dude
I mean-
from Clemson going to be any good?
I don't know.
What's the scuttlebutt from?
He's like I would suspect from where he got picked, what kind of program he came from. I would suspect your hope would be DeMarcus Robinson upside,
Yeah.
and he's a NFL player.
I'm hoping DeMarcus Robinson spent his entire offseason about as far from a juggle machine. That's the jug machine? The jug
No,
machine.
he was hanging out with Mahomes and Kelsey every chance he got.
But hopefully off camera catching footballs.
Yeah, yeah, I know. And practicing just running forward in a straight line, getting
Yeah.
from point
He's
A to
only
point
got
B.
the one route. You guys know that.
Yeah.
Corner of the end zone.
It's corner of the end zone, but he's real good at it.
Yeah, but you need a
Oh,
you need
yeah.
a few more tricks.
No, Pringle, I think, is a little more solid there, and I think Pringle can do more. And if maybe this Fortson guy is good, I feel like we're forgetting somebody.
Noah Gray is who we were talking about.
Well, yeah, but I feel like we're forgetting a receiver. Maybe not.
Do you want me
Look
to
it up.
look
Yeah,
at
pull up the depth chart.
the depth chart?
We have DeMarcus Robinson, McCole Hardman, Tyreek Hill, and then there is a fourth person, Byron Pringle.
Yeah.
Pringle's in the depth chart that was just released. Pringle was
Marcus
in the 2D.
Kemp.
Yeah, it was Pringle, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. The depth is a little scary.
Yeah.
We're a little top heavy there,
If Clyde's healthy all year, I'm a little less worried about it too, frankly.
and I think that was why they weren't in a hurry to address it.
He's going to catch some passes.
Yeah, that's what we got sold that bill of goods all off season last year.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what he does. The kid's a freak, and now he has an offensive line that can get him some fucking push, maybe. You know?
No, he could be real good.
Yeah. So that's going to be exciting. Let's talk about Andrew Wiley. Did you notice that he has a Twitch channel, and he's a big card guy. So
Oh.
what he opens cards on Twitch
okay.
and has a lot of people who watch them.
like that
Sports
freaky-
cards, Pokemon.
No, I
all
understand
that,
what you're
yeah.
saying, but like that weird kid on YouTube who opens toys and kids watch it and are addicted to it, and he's a bazillionaire.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
As an adult.
So that's what Andrew Wiley does. But the best part is he takes, when he opens the packs with his teammates, he goes to the locker room and gets them signed.
I mean,
yeah.
that's kind of cool.
But it sounds like he's a little afraid to get Mahomes to sign him. So like he'll ask some teammates, but not some other teammates maybe.
Wow.
But what would you do if like your teammate came? Like, would you just be cool with it? You think?
Yeah.
Sign it?
Yeah.
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 I think it looks
Like,
worse
but
if
what,
you
is there
say
a
no.
line? Like, is there a line at some point?
I would do it once, and then I would suspect that would be sufficient.
It's not for him. Like, what if he's? I mean, what do you think Andrew Wiley fucking makes?
Probably $1 million.
Yeah.
No, no way.
No, you don't
you
think so? Well, he was a free agent. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, shit, 800,000.
He could probably add a couple percentage points in autographed cards. So
Yeah, well, that's got to be the idea, right?
Yeah. So if I'm him, I'm taking every Mahomes to Mahomes. Like, dude, look, here's the deal. Man. Like,
I'm not gonna be
you get
around
paid a
very
lot.
long.
I don't.
I have an
Yeah.
eBay side business. I need you to get me through the rest
I'm already
of the
forgetting
season.
shit. Like,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
My position's hard.
Yeah, can you help?
My position hurts.
He said, I don't remember which guy it was, but he was like a Raider or something. And he was like, oh, I'm going to put this in my jockstrap and pull it out and ask him to sign it in the game. Mm-hmm. But anyways, that's what the franchise does. It's made me a fan of Andrew Wiley where I wasn't before.
Okay, yeah.
Also,
I like it.
Orlando
I love
Brown's
those
into
kind
cool
of shows,
cars.
man.
He's into old cars.
Yeah, okay.
That doesn't excite you?
I mean, I like old cars, but I think the card thing's more interesting.
What about COVID in the NFL? Like, how's it going to work this year, right? Like, aren't they fining dudes who didn't get vaccinated?
No,
like,
they're not fighting them. They're just making them go through stricter protocols. They're making it basically a pain in their ass not to be vaccinated.
Yeah. Let me just make it a giant P in the D.
Yeah.
It seems like that was half the reason Sherman retired. Did you see him going off on Twitter?
I think that was the only reason Sherman retired.
Yeah, like how many guys are
Yeah.
like
He's
that,
going to get
too?
ostracized by
Yeah.
the team, I'm sure. And
For being super anti-mask vax
Yeah.
or
But
whatever.
he's
So-
not the only one. I mean, Cole Beasley's been very active
Oh,
on
yeah.
Twitter.
The whole
about,
Bills.
And
Yeah.
who's the quarterback whose dad's like a big anti-vax like preacher?
Oh, yeah, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk
Kirk Cousins,
Cousins.
who won't do
Everybody
it.
hates him anyway.
Yeah.
People couldn't, I didn't think people could hate Kirk Cousins more, and he got there
Yeah.
pretty quick just because of his dad. His dad's a maniac.
If you're a Chief, right, and you're one of the unvaxxed, and Pat Mahomes like, listen, here's the deal, pal. We're going to win a Super Bowl. Either you're going to get vaccinated
Yeah.
or you're going to get vaccinated. I mean, like if Mahomes asked you to get a vaccine,
Yeah, I'm going
I'm
right
doing
up there.
it.
I'll do it. I've already got one, and I'll go again if he wants me to.
yeah, get the booster.
You're going to get that double back.
I get the double boost.
the triple vax is what I'm going after.
But yeah, I don't know. It seemed like the NFL did a good job last year making sure everybody played. If you got to have a Tuesday game every now and again, that's fine. But they need to fucking make it, if they're going to do that, they need to make sure dudes can play. Like, if they're going to push it back, they need to make, like, if Mahomes gets it and they're going to keep pushing it back, they need to make sure they push it back to when he can play. You know what I mean?
What do you mean, push what back?
The game.
I don't understand what you're
Well,
saying.
because like games would get postponed last year,
Yeah.
in order to make sure we got them all in. So there was like a couple Tuesday games.
They can't do
There
the
were
same
some Wednesday
protocol,
games.
surely. They're not going to be the same way, though. Like, if there's a positive on your team, I bet that team can still play.
Yeah,
Whereas
no,
last
they'll
year
play.
you couldn't, right? Like, if they're
They
positives,
would postpone the game.
they would postpone the game. They'll still
Yeah.
play the fucking games. Like, I don't know.
No, but they were still playing them last year. If like one guy had it, they weren't canceling it.
If the entire league was vaccinated, I don't think they would even cancel for no matter what happens.
Well, Ole Miss's football team is 100%. Lane Kiffin said yesterday that they're 100% vaccinated. So if Ole Miss can do it, the NFL teams can do it.
If fucking Old Miss of
Didn't
any
they
of
say-
And
them.
Lane Kiffin's the leader.
Most teams are at 90 or 95%.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the
The Chiefs were at 90.
Yeah.
Are we going to be at full capacity to start the season? Is that the plan?
Sure.
I mean, we just had 3 trillion people in there for Garth Brooks, so I'm going to go ahead and
Yeah.
say yeah.
Good moves.
Yeah.
The last thing I have on my list here is the Hall of Fame weekend. Peyton Manning, he went in as a Bronco?
Oh, he
What?
did?
Didn't he?
What?
No.
Wasn't he?
No way. Why
Did
would
he
he
go as
do?
a Colt?
Yeah,
Why
dude.
would
I
you?
Jim
didn't
Irsay
watch
would-
any of it. I just saw something flash, and he was
No.
wearing. They had him in like blue and orange.
Oh, he was tie or something may have been. I don't
Why
know.
would he go
no,
in
he
as a
was.
Bronco?
I don't think that's a thing anymore.
Going in as a
Yeah.
team. Or yeah, okay.
Because guys move around so much now
Yeah.
that like I don't. But I don't know. I was. I thought Peyton was like it was a good
I didn't-
speech.
I didn't hear
it.
it.
It was pretty good. He kind of switched gears.
Did he
quite a
apologize
bit.
for putting his nuts on the AT's neck at UT?
No, he didn't.
Missed opportunity.
Ah,
didn't
you
hear
should have.
that.
Come on, Peyton. You had your shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Brady looked all coked out at it.
And so did Tony Dungy. That
Brady
picture
did?
Of them,
Oh yeah, Brady and Dungy took a picture
Pat,
together,
get
and their
on
eyes
Twitter.
were like fucking.
They look weird.
You think
as
Dungy
hell.
does blow?
No,
There's
I
a
think-
0% chance.
No, but
Dungy's
I'm-
body is so clean that he had like a brownie.
yeah, and Brady's is too. Yeah.
no,
I
but
mean,
you need to
yeah.
look at this.
Do you really
picture.
think Brady's
It's-
is?
No.
I
don't,
He
but-
ain't that clean. That motherfucker. If there's anybody sucking
Oh.
down adrenochrome, it's Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If there's anyone finding
No,
black
yeah.
market babies for their
He's
benefit,
into like
it's
that.
Tom Brady.
He's into the Lance Armstrong shit for sure. He's got to be.
Yeah. Okay, let's ask. So I asked this all the time last year, and I haven't asked it at all. Well, we just started. But who do you want in the fucking Super Bowl? It has to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? Like I want to exercise the fuck. out of
Yeah,
that.
oh, yeah.
I don't want anybody.
Yep.
Except the Bucks.
Yeah.
In the Super Bowl.
I'm with you. I'll take the Packers too, but we're playing the Packers this year, so that was the 17th throwing game.
Is Aaron Rodgers playing?
Yeah, not in the preseason.
Is Deshaun Watson
I'm-
playing?
I don't know.
He hasn't been at camp. Like he's not been on the
You
field.
hear all kinds of shit about it.
He's hanging out with Andrew Cuomo in the governor's mansion in
Right.
New York.
Yeah, they're holed up somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows what the fuck's going on. Well, Chiefs season.
Yep.
Let's keep talking about it. That's fun.
Yeah,
You guys want to do that?
yeah, we can come back and do it again.
Okay, fuck it.
I got to work on knowing where to look.
This is... How should we end it?
But
Like,
can we do
I haven't
multiple cameras, or is that a nightmare?
It's a nightmare.
I haven't been looking at the camera at all.
Yeah.
I think it's
I
weird.
don't... You
Like,
shouldn't. You should... Yeah.
Okay.
We need to
We'll
look
see
at
what
each
happens.
other.
We'll just
Although
fucking-
right now,
But it's hard.
I
My
have-
fucking
my
neck
neck
hurts
is
like a motherfucker.
Maybe we'll move around because we're not going to be here anymore. Mostly, who knows where we'll be. Maybe let's try not to sit as close to each other.
Yeah.
All right, Super Bowl, Super Bowl.
this is literally
my
the
God.
one.
Chiefs.
Super Bowl, Super Bowl.
Chiefs.
All right.
Wow, good thing it's preseason.
That's going to be my signature for sure.